We all want to help our kids learn and grow, but we don't always know where to start, especially with math homework. So here to help with a resource for you to help your kids, we have Dr. Ashley Stevens from Cabell County Schools. Great to see you.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
I love this. I always just, oh my goodness, when my kids needed math help, it was a little stressful. So talk about what resource do you have in mind here?
So the West Virginia Department of Education has done 2 video series. We talked about their Science of Reading video series.
Right.
You know, earlier in the year, they do a great job of some mini lessons, just quick bites that are very easy to understand. But they also have one in math. And as we are very similarly situated, I don't gravitate there either. But I think this is for us.
Good.
It is called Unite with Numeracy, and it's so cool because the aim is to show that math is kind of the underpinning of all of the things, even the ones we wouldn't normally think about. So they have these little mini lessons that are very authentic. They are based in places that are cool in West Virginia. So you might go to Charleston or to a collegiate ball field or to Bridge Day for some of them.
That's great.
And while they're there, they're solving problems that are related to math in your everyday life. So math skills that you would need regardless of what career path or what your adult life looks like. They're very short. They're between a minute and about 4.5. So they're these little mini snippets, and it's almost like a graduated Sesame Street, you know, segment. So you're getting a minute where you get to go on an adventure with someone and see how math has been important in the way that they conduct their business. So they are super well done, and I just wanted everybody to know about them because they're really cool. There's even a playlist just for parents and guardians. So they have a ton of resources in Unite for Numeracy, or excuse me, Unite with Numeracy. But there's one playlist with 10 videos that is just for parents and guardians who are walking this out right now.
This is wonderful. My goodness. Okay, talk about some of the content that would be covered in these little mini lessons.
Yes, so in the 1-minute ones, they are just really quick snippets from different teachers around the state. So you get to see some of our professionals talking about how I may not be a math teacher, but I'm actually a math teacher because this math standard fits in with my classroom. And then there are, I think, 4 or 5 episodes that Mr. Flatley has done on these adventures. The first one talks about making sense of problems and persevering to solve them. So that grit piece and also being able to dissect what's really being asked. The second one talks about attention to precision, and they do that from the New River Gorge Bridge.
That's amazing.
Yes, if there were ever a place that we are grateful for people who can have fantastic precision in math, that is it. There's one where they visit the football stadium and they talk about looking for and making use of structure. So what that looks like in our everyday life. And the last one, they're working with caterers. It's actually through a ProStart group, which is the culinary arts at the high schools, for looking for and expressing regularity and repeated reasoning. So we don't think that in the kitchen you're doing a lot of math.
Right.
If you're catering for hundreds or thousands of people, those little, details, finding that regularity, finding something that's replicable over large numbers really matters in the amount that they're creating and the price points.
Right.
And so they really have done a beautiful job of tying these math concepts to real life applications.
I love that. And I also love that they're highlighting local places. You mentioned the New River Gorge Bridge or some of our businesses and some of our local leaders and different people involved in them.
Yes.
It's great. I really like this. So where can families find it?
Yes, so the WVDE, the West Virginia Department of Education, has a YouTube channel. Once you get there, they have playlists, and there's all kinds of them. There's tons of resources on here. You can see the Ready, Read, Write right now. But at the top, they have Unite for Numeracy, and there's one specifically listed for parents and guardians. So you get in there and you have a whole playlist of 10 videos. You can pop in and watch 1 or 2 when you have time. You can watch them with your by yourself beforehand, or you can watch them with your kids.
I love that. Yeah, the kids might learn something, the adults might learn something, and it might also kind of ease you into homework time and not be so stressed.
Yes, these concepts, while they're not, here's your specific math problem, they definitely talk about how we use math to approach life.
Yeah.
And so I think it makes it more approachable, it makes it more accessible, a little bit less scary, because when math is everywhere, you can't avoid it.
Right.
So you have to like some things that are involved in math. So I just think they've done a fantastic job, and I thought families would really benefit from checking out those videos.
I really think they will. Real quickly before we let you go, remind us again where to find these.
Yes, so you're going to the West Virginia Department of Education's YouTube.
Okay.
You're looking for Unite with Numeracy. and there's a playlist specified for parents and guardians.
Unite with Numeracy.
Yes.
That is great. Dr. Stevens, thank you so much for sharing this. I think it's going to help a lot of families tonight.
Absolutely. I loved getting to see the videos. I loved getting to travel, you know, as they were going on these different adventures. It was a joy.
Yeah, it is great.